This is Africa in 10 minutes, where we bring you the top business news of the week as reported on Footprint to Africa. I'm Chamaka J. Owadoka. Estee Lauder partners Jumia to serve Nigerian consumers online. Somalia set to resume currency printing. African boutique data collection startup Bamba raises $1.1 million in first C round. And Nigerian government takes over ailing Arik Air. And now the news in detail. The Estee Lauder Companies has partnered with Jumia, the leading online retailer in Nigeria, to launch 3 of the company's brands, Clinique, Estee Lauder and Aramis, for the first time. Representatives of both companies have expressed excitement over the new partnership, stating that it will provide women and men all over Nigeria with the opportunity to enjoy brands via an educational and convenient online shopping experience and with full confidence on the product's authenticity. In other news, the Afrexim Bank and Ecobank Transnational Incorporated have signed an MOU to promote joint corporate objectives through the financing of private sector projects, focusing particularly on transactions involving trade and investment in Afrexim member countries, where Ecobank also has a presence. The cooperation between the two institutions will support efforts at promoting intra-African trade, strengthening African trade finance leadership with the ultimate goal of transforming the African continent. Moving on, GE Transport and Transnet, South African-based freight logistics chain, have entered a digital partnership to seamlessly connect shippers and transport operators in streamlining pricing and capacity on the network, shipment planning, fuel cost savings, and delivering goods to the market more effectively. In investment news, African data collection startup Mamba has announced that it has raised $1.1 million from its first seed investment round, making it one of the largest and most successful seed rounds completed by an East African startup. Moving on, Somalia intends to resume printing banknotes this year for the first time since the country's government collapsed in 1991. The governor of Somalia's central bank said that all technical preparations have been concluded and his government is confident it can assemble a financial aid package within 3 months to fund the printing program. In tech news, Mobile Telecommunications Network MTN, in partnership with African Movies on the Go AMGO, has launched the AMGO app to give movie lovers the opportunity to watch their favorite movies on the go. AMGO is a video-on-demand solution that allows subscribers to download and stream the most current, high-quality, full-length African movies on their smart mobile devices at their convenience. In investment news, the Nigerian government has adopted strategies to spur investments in the local production of tomato paste, including raising the tariff on imported purees and reduction of tariff on greenhouse equipment. Minister of Industries, Trade and Investment, Mr. Okechukwu Enelama, said it is important to encourage local tomato farmers, and as such, the government approved a set of measures to help them boost the local production as well as attract more investments into the tomato farming. In Ghana, businesses in the import and export trade are demanding a reduction in the new Exim levy on imports. They lamented that the levy will increase the cost of operation and overburden the end users. The Exim levy, which became effective on the 3rd of January 2017, replaced the initial EDAIF levy on imports. Despite the concerns by the various industry players, authorities of the Ghana Revenue Authority maintain the policy is in the interest of the country as it will increase the country's exports. And finally this week, the management of the largest local carrier in Nigeria, Arik Air, has been taken over by the Nigerian government through AMCON. It is said that the government's decision to take over the management of Arik Airlines would stabilize its operations, enhance its long-term economic value, revitalize its ailing operations, and sustain safety standards in view of its pivotal role in the Nigerian aviation sector. That concludes the trending news of the week. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines. Estee Lauder partners Jumia to serve Nigerian consumers online. Afrexim Bank and Ecobank partner to boost private sector financing. GE partners South African-based Transnet to digitize logistics. Mamba raises $1.1 million in first C round. Somalia set to resume currency printing. MTN launches African movie streaming app AMGO. Nigeria adjusts tariffs to spur investments in tomato production. Ghanaian businesses call for reduction of Exim levy on imports. And the Nigerian government takes over ailing Arik Air. For questions, comments, or to keep up with the trending business news, stay connected. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect with us on LinkedIn. These news and reports are called from Footprints Africa. For daily updates and more business news in Africa, visit www.footprintsafrica.com today. Footprints Africa, business news made in Africa by Africans.